Conflict inside Real Madrid. Is Mbappé causing tension in the dressing room? When Kylian Mbappé finally arrived at Real Madrid, fans believed this was the final piece needed to create a new generation of Galácticos. But not long after his arrival, rumors of tension inside the dressing room started to spread. And the name mentioned the most was Mbappé himself. So what is really happening at Real Madrid? First of all, Mbappé is not an ordinary player. He came to Madrid as a global superstar, a World Cup champion, and the player expected to become the face of the club for years to come. But the problem is, Real Madrid has never belonged to just one person. The club already had Vinícius Júnior, seen by many as the leader of the new generation. There is also Jude Bellingham, one of the fastest rising stars in world football. And of course, several experienced players still carry major influence inside the locker room. When Mbappé arrived, the balance of power started to shift. According to several Spanish media reports, some players were unhappy with the massive attention Mbappé received. From media coverage and sponsorships to tactics and the way the team operates, everything suddenly seemed to revolve around him. And naturally, that made some players feel their importance was fading. Especially Vinicius. Over the past few seasons, Vinicius has been viewed as the future symbol of Real Madrid. He delivered huge performances in the Champions League, scored crucial goals, and became one of the fans' favorite players. But once Mbappé arrived, the spotlight immediately changed direction. Many believe there is now a silent rivalry between the two superstars. On the pitch, fans have occasionally noticed a lack of chemistry between them. There were moments when Vinicius chose not to pass to Mbappé even when he was in a good position. And Mbappé himself has also been criticized for trying to finish plays alone instead of combining with teammates. Of course, this could simply be tactical issues or differences in playing style. But at Real Madrid, even a small gesture or facial expression can quickly turn into a media drama. Another major issue is the ego of superstars. Mbappé spent years being the center of everything in Paris. At Paris Saint-Germain, the entire system was built around him. But Real Madrid works differently. No player is bigger than the club. Even legends like Cristiano Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos had to adapt to that culture. And now Mbappé is facing perhaps the biggest challenge of his career. How to remain a superstar, while still fitting into a squad full of other massive personalities. At the same time, it's important to stay fair. Many of these rumors may have been exaggerated by the media. Because whenever a team is filled with superstars, pressure and speculation are unavoidable. If the team has just a few disappointing matches, the media immediately starts searching for dressing room problems, divided groups, or internal conflicts. Real Madrid has dealt with this for decades. The most important factor now may be how Carlo Ancelotti manages the dressing room. Ancelotti is famous for handling superstar egos. He successfully managed players like Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale, and many other world-class stars in the past. But this new generation could be even more difficult. Because every player wants to become the face of the next era at the Bernabeu. And that leads to the biggest question of all. Can Mbappé truly become the leader of Real Madrid? Or will his arrival eventually divide the dressing room? Right now, nobody knows the answer. But one thing is certain. From now on, every Real Madrid match will be watched for more than just football. People will also be watching the stories behind the dressing room doors. And honestly, that may be what fascinates fans the most.